This story was written by Skyrights, so if you like this video, consider supporting them as well. They have an AO3 account, a Ko-fi, and a Twitter. So, leave a kudos on their story, maybe donate, give them some love. And don't forget the artist who made the cover. They are Afraid Symphony on DeviantArt and Tumblr. Links are in the description. Hello, it's GK, and this is the end. We are at the final part of this 12-part series. If you stuck it out for since the beginning, congratulations, you made it. If you joined in sometime later, thanks for coming aboard. I'll leave the speeches or whatever else I'm gonna say for the end, probably after I finish with this. But nah. Let's just get to what you came for, huh? All right. So for the last time. Welcome back to Mario is Missing. Today, we're doing Chapter 12. Until it's over. Let's get into it. I can't believe it's over. Well, I can. I have to. How do you end something like that? When we returned to the station, we were greeted with a cacophony of raspy, cheering toads. They were all so proud of Goombella and Gino. And me too, somehow. I don't think I've ever experienced a crowd cheering for me. It was exhilarating, but also kind of terrifying. I don't think I'll be able to live up to their expectations in the future, but it was nice that they thought I was special. Even Bowser gave me a thumbs up. After that, Cammy smacked him with her broom and told him to get back to work. She'd shown up to help with the mess. I'm well aware that I had just opened up a prime area for Bowser to possibly take control of, so I knew his praise for me wasn't something to be proud of, but again, for now, I'll accept it. Gino humbly took the poltergust full of Cackletta, while Goombella carefully balanced Farfel atop her head as they made their way to the jail cells. Gino assured me he'd be using his magic to keep them locked up, and that Farfel would never be near a piece of technology again if he could help it. Chief Toadstool congratulated me and told me what a hero I was, and how proud Mario would be if he was here. I'll admit, it's still hard to have to hear people talk about him, to have people tell me what Mario must be feeling about me, for them to tell me he's proud, or avenged, or any of that. I don't know how I feel about it. I still have that hollowness inside when I think of him being gone. I think I'll always be sad when it comes to him, but at the same time, I know he wouldn't want me to stay sad forever. Besides, it was hard to think on it for long. Seemed like there was always something going on now. Like someone always needed something. The world was so much bigger and so much more alive, and they all wanted something to do with me. So, Luigi, what are you going to do now? Goombella asked, bringing me out of my thoughts.
Goombella, stop being so nosy,
Toadette scolded.
You don't even have a nose. Let the guy relax a little.
Oh, you're one to talk, girl. Shouldn't you be at home getting some sleep?
I slept a little, but how am I supposed to rest after everything that's happened? Especially when I couldn't be sure what would happen to you.
Aw, you were totally worried about me, weren't you?
Shut up! Why do you have to ruin this?
The girls chattered away, arguing and laughing, their little feet dangling over my balcony's edge. They stared out into the city's neon lights. I was happy they forgot about me again. It's hard to explain. I liked them being there, but I didn't exactly want to talk with them all the time. It was just nice to hear them gossip. It was nice that they let me listen. Rain still fell like always, leaving a misty mix of colors over the city. The red and white mushroom sign that shone forever into my home didn't fill me with dread anymore. It reminded me of Toadette's smiling face more than anything, and all the other toads who cheered for me. Maybe that's a little too cheesy, isn't it? Well, I don't care. I'm not going to worry. At least, for now. At first, I sat on the balcony's edge with the girls. The adrenaline of everything still rushed through me, along with false bravery. Plus, I was sure my friends here would catch me if I fell. But I soon came to realize that was way too scary, and I actually hated it. I felt a lot more comfortable sitting in my chair on the opposite corner of the balcony, and the girls didn't even tease me about it. Well, okay, Daisy did tease me, but that's just how she is. After my delicious pasta dinner, Daisy quickly resigned herself to a food coma nap on the couch. Strange how someone so energetic and so outgoing could also be so antisocial, too. For most of dinner, she spent it chewing and glaring at Goombella's badge, only half answering the Goomba's unending questions. I was just glad things didn't get out of hand. No pun intended. I did invite Gino and Chief Toadstool over as well, but they declined. Gino chuckled and said he didn't really have the stomach for it, and Peach said she had too much work to do. Truth be told, the less people over, the better. I was kind of glad they didn't come. Not that I disliked them, just small crowds are maybe more my style, if I have one. Okay, fine, Goombella said with a fake pout, sipping at her pink grapefruit-flavored Chocola-Cola. Toadette held the soda for her, sharing the straw without any hesitation. What about you, girl? What are you gonna do now? I'm sure Peach will let you come back, you know? Toadette let out a sigh through frowning lips. Her legs dangled in the rainy breeze as she pondered. I don't know. Do you... Goombella started, wearing matching frowns with Toadette. Do you not want to come back? I'd really like to have you as my partner again. I'm not sure, Toadette admitted. Oh, I mean, that's fine. What's wrong? Lonely? Toadette grinned. No! Goombella sipped her drink. Well, okay, yeah, you were, the best partner I ever had. I was the only partner you ever had. So? It's still true, okay? Toadette stared back out into the bustling city. Koopas and toads and every type of person strolled by. Carts surfed through on slick streets, and the rainbow of neon lights glowed before her. I never appreciated it before. Everything was always so dirty, so scary. Or it was too hot, or it was too cold, or it had been the same view I had always seen for years. But now, with a fresh set of eyes, it was almost pretty. Relaxing, even. I really like the freedom, to be honest, Toadette finally answered. To go out and do what I want, to do whatever needed doing. I finally understood what my brother must have been feeling when he was out doing who knows what. I'm not sure I want to be an explorer like him, Toadette went on. But maybe I can do something like what Mario did. Maybe I could be a private detective too. I could help people out, just in my own way. Ah, that, sounds great, Goombella said quietly. If I was a detective, I'd need to keep in touch with the police a lot. Toadette smirked. Maybe even spend most of my time driving around with them. She did that jazz hands thing with her free hand. Hands-on approach than Mario. Know what I mean? You're so weird. Goombella sipped at the soda in Toadette's hand, her lips curling into a little smile. But, that sounds like it'd be the best of both worlds. Toadette nodded. Yep, and thanks to my brother, I don't think I'll ever have to worry about money issues. I hope. I can help protect this city my way. Lucky, Goombella grumbled, her eyes widening a second later. Sorry, that was a really stupid thing to say, all things considered. Don't worry about it, I getcha. She laughed. I know things haven't been easy for you either. Zest still hassling you for coins for her contact lens, huh? I don't want to think about it, not to mention the student loans for my stupid dropout in Goom U. Toadette giggled. But anyways, as I was saying before, I want to keep working close with you, Goombella. I promise to keep in touch. And while I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, maybe you could drive me around the city a bit? Maybe even tomorrow, if that's okay. Goombella's eyes lit up. Of course! She quickly gave Toadette a peck on the cheek. Ah! Toadette practically fell off the balcony there, red coloring her cheeks. Or maybe that was just the mushroom light.
What the heck?
That's just how Goombas show friendly affection, you know? Goombella said, eyes suddenly incredibly interested in a Monty Mole shop a few blocks away. We don't have arms, remember? Not like I can pat you on the back.
You are so weird.
No, you! All their talk about the future had gotten me thinking about mine as well. What would I do? What should I do? Mario left me the office/house, of course. The Mario Bros. Detective Agency was mine to do with however I pleased. But how was I going to afford it? It wasn't exactly steep rent prices, but I'd have to do something. Maybe I could try that whole detectiving thing. I might be good at something like that, even if I'd never done it before. Mario's reputation would certainly help, and maybe because he was my brother, his good detectiving skills could have rubbed off on me. That's like genes or something. Having a supercomputer like Tech would help too, wouldn't it? And Daisy, as lazy as she is, could talk to people better than I ever could, maybe. Plus, she seemed to care about me in her own strange way. Not to mention Toadette and Goombella were all too happy to help with anything I might need, too. I wasn't sure. For everything that's happened to me, for all the hell I'd been through, it felt like I hadn't grown a single bit. I still couldn't make a decision if my life depended on it. The future still loomed over me, still suffocated me with anxiety. But I guess, at least for now, I have more than just Mario to count on. Maybe I don't have Mario anymore, but I do have new friends. I think they're my friends. I don't know that either, but I'll assume for now that they are. And maybe even if they don't think of me as friends, I can at least count on myself, a little bit. Hey, Luigi, you got a call, Daisy said groggily, poking her head out into the balcony. Something about missing diamonds or whatever. I should tell him you're interested in it, yeah? What? Diamonds? Mystery? Already? No, never. I don't want to do that. That's way too much. Way too soon. I couldn't possibly. Akida. My mouth started. I stopped myself. No, thank you, I said, finally. Daisy shrugged. Yeah, sounded like a hassle. I'll tell him to go bother someone else. I leaned back into my chair and let out a relaxed sigh. Maybe next time. And that was Mario is Missing, a fanfiction by Skywrites. Yeah, this one took a little while to come out. That one's on me. Sorry about that. Anyway, thank you to Sky, the author, for giving me her blessing on this project. It's been a really good time. It was a neat story, and I had a good time adding my own little touch to it. Thank you to you, the viewers, for coming along with me on this journey. There aren't a lot of you, but for those who did stop by, I'm grateful. It's just good to see people taking interest, you know? If you like this story, well, you're in luck, because there's actually a sequel called Hotel Wario, and you can find it right now on AO3 in its entirety. Will I be covering it? No. This project was cool and all, but it also took me quite a while, longer than you think. Now, of course, if I were to do something similar now, I could probably get it done faster since I have a better idea of what I'm doing. However, I'd like to try doing things in a different format. Plus, there's a whole lot of other stories that I want to talk about too. And I do want to get to them eventually. That isn't to say you won't see anything like this on the channel again. It's just that I'm still figuring things out, experimenting. And who knows, maybe that'll just be the default. Finally, one more thank you to you, the person who suggested I contact the author before moving on with this project. Honestly, it was frustrating to hear at the time, but in retrospect, it just makes a whole lot more sense, and I feel so much better for it. Thank you very much. Now, all that being said, let's wrap this up. I'm GK, and you'll hear me next time, whenever that may be. Let's hope it's soon. Ciao.